Hi everybody and welcome back to episode 24 of the KnitKnackChat knitting podcast. I am your host as always, Zach, and I am coming to you from my apartment in St. Paul, Minnesota. Today is Thursday, May 4th. May the Force be with you for those who celebrate Star Wars Day. It's about 8:30 in the morning. Trying to get this recorded because I got a busy few weeks ahead, so I want to get this done and out of the way for the month. Give you guys some life updates, share some knitting as always. This lighting right now is really perfect, so I'm really hoping that I don't get that wasted. Don't waste it. So let's get right into it. First things first, I want to talk about the knit along that I'm hosting. I'm hosting the 3rd annual Socks and Stocks knit along. I've been doing this knit along since I started podcasting 3 years ago. So it's my third year of hosting it. It ends when I originally posted it. It's supposed to end at the end of the month, the end of May. Currently I only have like one person who really is like finished something for the knit along. My friend Sierra. Hi Sierra, I hope you're doing well. I think I'm saying their name right. But I want to give a few more people, give more people chances to potentially win something, because I could always give Sierra something in person. So I want to give that chance. I actually got the prize. I think I'm probably just going to do one winner this year. But I have two options for I have two different options for prizes this year, which is really exciting. So I'll show those a little bit later at the end of the vlog. And then, so, I should say where I'm extending to. So I'm extending it through the end of July. So I'm adding 2 more months onto the knit along. Hopefully that'll help me finish at least 2 more pairs of socks. So that's the hope, at least, is I can do that. So far I've just finished 1 sock for the knit along, and I wanted a few more. So yeah, that does that for the knit along stuff. Again, all of the information is below in the description box. So if there are any questions there, look at the description box and then comment away or send me a message on Instagram. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as KnitKnackZach. Follow me on both of those places. So let's just get right into the podcast. First things first, let's talk about what I'm wearing, which is also one of my new finished objects. This is the coloring book Raglan by Aimee Sher. I think that's how you say her last name. It's my color book Raglan. I did the striped version, and then the sleeves, I did version A of the sleeves, but the striped version is view B, but I don't like the boxiness of the sleeves. The neck is a little wide for me at this point, so I'm thinking I might go back and reknit the neck. I may take the time and like pick it out backwards, or like cut it and redo and just like do a new neckband, because it's super wide, and like I don't mind a super wide neck, I just don't wear a lot of them. I wasn't gonna wear a shirt under this, but then I put it on. It's a little scratchy. It's knit in Brooklyn Tweed Shelter and Tones. So the 3 colors are the Tones colorways, and then the gray is Pumice, I think. I don't remember what the 3 colors are, but these are all the overtone versions of the colors, not the undertone versions, if that helps. I really love it. I love the side detail of the twisted rib. That was super fun. I knit this for the Grocery Girls Raglan along that they just finished up at the end of April. And also what's really funny is that these colors like pretty much match the logo for the Grocery Girls, which is really funny. I didn't do that intentionally, but yeah. So it's like my little Grocery Girls fanboy sweater. So yeah, I really like it. The Raglan increases were interesting because it's like a single, yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I liked it. I don't really have any complaints about it. Twisted rib. I don't hate twisted rib. It's not too bad. Just got to get in the rhythm of it. Yeah, tighter like fitting sleeves. This ribbing detail on the bottom is super fun to do. Yeah, pretty much it. And it's the 3rd size, and I knit it on a US 8. Yeah. And then knit the ribbing on a US 6, I believe. So yeah. It's pretty much this sweater. Super fun. It's not too overly hot right now. I mean, it's also like kind of cool in my apartment right now, so I feel really nice in it. Yeah. If I was like going out tonight, I probably would wear this, but I just have D&D tonight, so I'll probably just change into a sweatshirt for later today. So, and I have sweatpants on that you can't see, so no shame. Okay. Let's get into the other finished objects. First, I'm going to show a finished object that I don't have with me, but I did finish it from the last podcast. So here are the photos of it. This is the Snooker, the balloon dog by Aimee McCanless. I knit one before. I knit it in orange, and this one I knit in Barocco Vintage Baby, which is a DK that I held double in a pink color. I think it's called Ballet Slipper. But I knit it for a fellow podcaster friend, Kristen, over at We Share Needles. She just gave birth to her first baby and is currently recovering from that, so she's taking a break. Maddie is still going to be recording podcasts with like some guests and stuff, but yeah. So that'll be exciting to see what Maddie does with this month hiatus without Kristen. But I'm really excited for her. I had messaged Kristen seeing if she had gotten this yet, but she hasn't yet. So here's this Kristen for you. But I had sent the package to Maddie. I had Maddie put it together yesterday for me so she could take some photos for me, because I forgot to take photos of it because I didn't want to put it together and then have to take it apart. Maddie, I hope you took it apart. Take it apart, Maddie, so that Kristen can put it together, because it's a fun process to do to put the balloon dog together. So if you haven't knit the balloon dog by Aimee, definitely go do that. It's a really popular pattern right now. And honestly, I definitely would say knit it in a thicker yarn. I don't know how small the fingering weight one is, but like I really just love my bulky one. He's super cute. I think I might try to find. I have another bundle of yarn that I think I might do with it and make like a velvet one. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that later. Probably in July or something. Yeah. Later in the year. So that's on my radar right now, is that my next little doggy. So next I finally finished this hat. This is the hat that I was knitting. The yarn I got from one of my St. Pearl friends, Toby. This is out of Madeline Tosh DK. In the vanilla bean colorway. This is the 2x2 top down hat by Kevin Haggerty. And here's the thing, it's huge. This hat is huge on me right now. Like, it's huge. Like, I blocked it. I don't think I should have. He's huge. If anybody knows how to like unstretch things, let me know, because this is huge. So I'm like kind of upset about that, but also, I don't know. I don't really know anybody who has a huge head like this. Yeah, I just might like re-soak it and then try to scrunch it. Like just make it longer, like force it to be longer or something. So yeah, if you guys have any tips, please let me know in the comments below how I could like shrink this. It's a 2x2 rib hat. Started at the top. Yeah, it's a fun pattern. But yeah, and I use like pretty much every drop of yarn for this, so that's super exciting. I didn't do the bind off that he suggested, but that's because I didn't want to switch to like a 1x1 rib. What I should have done is I should have gone down a needle size, like part way down the body, so it would have been tighter anyway. But I'm not ripping this out. No. If I knit that hat again, I definitely will like knit a good portion, like 4 or 5 inches of like body for the hat, and then do the actual ribbing like a needle size down, like you really should. So there's that. And my last finished object is a start and finish in the month of April. So something I started and then finished in April, without you guys seeing any progress of it. But you'll see why you didn't see any progress of it, because it's a pretty small project. I have a little context for it. I have my last choir concert with the community choir that I've been singing with in this weekend. So Sunday is our last concert. And the director made a change to our like concert attire. And he wants us to be wearing all black with a splash of color, but our like programs have like a purple and like violet in the color, in the like the theme of our chorale is like purple and violet. Like that's what our like theme is this year. So I walked from my apartment to the Yarnery, which is a local yarn store, and I bought some linen yarn from them, and this is what I knit. This is the Knitting Badge Neckerchief by Niklas Heed. I knit this once before. It doesn't look as good right now because I have the sweater on, but I knit this once before out of some yarn. It didn't really turn out too well. It turned out really stiff. This is a DK weight yarn. I knit it on US 7. Yeah, this is pretty much how I'm gonna wear it at the concert. I'll probably like wear it more of like an ascot-esque, with a black button up, black pants, black shoes, black socks, all black with a splash. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. I'm not going to be doing the choir next year just for like time's sake and like my mental stamina, because this was kind of really straining on me mentally for some reason. Like it was another thing that I had to do, and like the distance that I had to travel for it just wasn't worth it once a week for me. But my mother might be auditioning for the group, so that's super exciting. So yeah, but I have this purple accent now that I can wear, and like I could wear it as a headpiece. I could like wrap it up as like a headband. The true gay man that I am. Another time though. But yeah, I really love it. Super fun. I knit it in like 3 days, so super easy pattern. Something also to check out. And you can knit it in any weight, and do as many repeats as you want. So you could make it like a shawl, or you could just leave it as this cute little neckerchief. So yeah, and I also pretty much I used all but 10 grams of the yarn. It was a 50 gram skein, and on a US 7 I used all but 10 grams. If I went down to a 6, I probably could have done the full skein, but I already, yeah. But I really like the fabric that this made, so yeah. It's really soft. Alrighty, okay. Some neighbors are being a little loud, so I stopped the video quick, and just also grab my water so I could take a drink of that. Let's get on to works in progress. I got some new, well, nothing is really new. Nothing's new. Bringing up some old stuff, which is really exciting. So first, I'm going to show the oldest thing that I picked up recently. Blanket. Here she is. So if you guys remember, this is my Jigsaw Blanket. Jigsaw Puzzle Blanket by Stephen West. Trying to show like every section. The last time you guys saw it, I had finished this purple section here. And then from then, I picked up and I knit. This triangle. And this blanket is going to get so much harder to show. This tweed, this marl, this parallelogram, this triangle, and I just finished this trapezoid. So yeah, I think I'm a little bit more than halfway done with it now, which is super exciting. It's super big, still super scrappy. I realized that I have a ton of this, like more than like a skein's worth of this, this color by Muse. I believe it's called History Professor's Vest. This is it in a tweed. No, but I have about a skein and a bit, probably like a skein and a half or so of it in this little bin. So what I'm gonna do is, I think instead of the I-cord edging, I think I might do, I'll probably still try to do the I-cord edging, but I think I might pick up and do like a little like log cabin edge to straighten everything out. Like maybe 2 or 3 rows of garter on each side to straighten everything out, and then yeah, and then connecting and then doing an I-cord. Hopefully I could do that. If not, I'll just do the entire I-cord in that color, because it's one of those colors that just like brings everything together. It's like that pukey color that like goes with all of Sarah's colors, because that's what Sarah uses. So yeah, this blanket. It's coming along. It'll be like a year old mid-June, I think, because that's when I started the test knit for it. So sadly, I think it'll still be on my needles when it hits a year old, but oh well. Oh well. That's okay. All right. Next, I have a project that you've seen many a times that I'm still working on. This is my Gano Cardigan by Soomin. They finally released the pattern. The pattern is officially out. This is a 3x1 garter stitch or ribbed cardigan, knit in pieces, and the sleeves are knit in the round. I should have gone up honestly, I should have gone up a needle size with my sleeves. I put this sleeve on and it's like super tight fitting. Hopefully I can fix that with blocking. Look at this seam on the neckband after you finish the top hems. So good, so good. I am slowly going at this sleeve right now. I maybe have picked this up like 3 times, like this month. Like I finished this sleeve like probably the beginning of April, and then I just like didn't touch it because then it was released and I was like, I don't really want to work on it. But yeah, so I still have like pretty much all of my decreases left to do. I bought these silver buttons to go on it, so I think we're just gonna put some silver buttons on it, which will be super fun contrast, super bright. Yeah, really excited for it. I'm excited to get it blocked and see how I can force the sleeves a little bit wider, but otherwise it looks really good. I'm still contemplating whether or not I want to like put a little pocket moment on it and do a little like afterthought pocket. Yeah, we shall see how I go. I am knitting this in Retrosario Mondine, which is a Portuguese non-superwash. Oh, it's non-superwash. I probably won't be able to stretch it much. Portuguese non-superwash, and the color, I think it has a name, I think the name of it is Petro, but it's like 112 is the color number. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this is only my 3rd ball, but I really could be misled. This is my 4th ball, and I just like can't do math. I thought I had I knew I bought four balls, but I thought I like for sure only needed 3. We shall find out because I can't find like the other ball of yarn. So yeah, I know I have enough with this, but I'm just curious for when I decide to make non-superwash socks. So there's that. This is in my Bearded Pearl autumnal creatures or like spring creatures bag. I'm really hoping that Caleb and Justin get back into podcasting and get back into sewing and sewing more bags. I will definitely pay the prices to get them shipped from Europe. So there's that. Just saying, Caleb and Justin. Oh, they also have to, I think sometime this summer I'm gonna be meeting up with them to get a bag from them. Oh, I'm so excited. We shall find out. We'll find out more later. Okay. Ooh, next one. Next one is super exciting. This is my French Supply Co. canvas bag. French Supply Co. sadly is no longer in business, but I have one of their bags, so I have a few of their bags, but yeah. This is my Lava Lake Shawl by Stephen West. I am finally on my last color. I am on my color E. Here it is. Mind it being on a cord. Here's the shawl, pretty much at its not even at its halfway point. I counted my stitches, and to pattern, I'm about 42 stitches under. I have 42 stitches left to increase before I can like start decreasing properly. But that's just because my fade sequence was a little bit different than the one that Steven did. Some are longer and shorter than his fade sequences. But I just started this. This is about 50 grams. I'm gonna knit an increase until I have 25 grams of this left, and then I'll start decreasing. And yeah, so I'm really excited for that. I honestly think I'm gonna make it to like the full length of this shawl, which is super exciting. I really love this fade so far, and I'm excited to transition it out of this fade too, because it'll just like zip by once I start decreasing. So I think my goal soon, I might bring this to D&D today and just knit on my increases. So yeah, because I should have 8 stripes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just started my 7th, like just before my fade transition happened with my last color. I like just started my 7th little stripe, little panel. So that's exciting. Yeah. So the first 4 colors are all Ching Fiber single plies. So Ching Fiber, Ching Fiber, Ching Fiber, Ching Fiber, Ching Fiber. Wait. Sorry, the first 5 colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these 5 colors are all Ching Fiber in their single ply, silky single, sassy singles. I knit them in my Shawlography, which is the 2021 KAL by Stephen West. So if you want to check how all those 5 colors play together, go ahead and go look at those podcast videos. And then my 5th color, this is Muse 2320 Fat Finch in the colorway. I'm just going to give it a colorway that I think it might be. I think it might be Evergreen. I think it also might be Harbor. It's Harbor. That's what it is. It's Harbor. It's definitely Harbor. She doesn't normally carry her Fat Finch often. I bought this while she still had some in stock for my Bubbles and Brioche shawl by Stephen West. And I had 50 grams of it left. So yeah, that's super exciting. It's coming together. And yeah, I'm really loving this shawl. I'm probably still going to keep it for a while. I talked about what I'm going to do with it because I already have a shawl and like more than half of these colors. I have my Mystery Knit Along shawl in it. And I was like, I don't know if I want 2 shawls with the exact same yarns in them. So yeah, I mean, if I get, like, I think I'm thinking about, it's like, oh, if I get asked to knit something for a silent auction, I might just like, oh yeah, perfect, I'll knit something up quick and I'll have this already done. So yeah. So if anybody knows of any silent auctions, let me know, and I might just throw this into that. Or maybe I could like fundraise for it, like have people bid for it, and just send the money, have the money either support me selfishly, or like give it to charity. So yeah, let me know in the comments below, do you guys have shawls, more than one shawl that uses the exact same yarn? Different shawls obviously, but your shawls that use the exact same yarn in your like shawl rotation, or do you stick to new shawl project, new yarn entirely? Let me know. I'd love to pick your brains a little bit with that. Okay, next, I had just moved this, and oh, that's where my iPad went. iPad. I'd moved this into this Smithsonian Museum bag yesterday, because I went to trivia and I was gonna knit on this during trivia, and then I never touched it. This is the Autumn in Alta poncho by Selena Miskin. I think the last time you saw it, I was in the middle of this giant collar, and now I am more than halfway done with the body, I think. So that's super exciting. I am knitting this out of Red Heartuga in the colorway Cloud. Fluffy, Aran weight, bulky yarn. This, I have like half a little thing left and a full left. I'm knitting this for my mother. I want to have it done by Mother's Day, so I have to knit on it. I have 10 days to finish this, which I don't think will be too hard. I don't know if I'll have enough yarn to knit it like fully to pattern. I had talked about, so the bottom of this has a seed stitch like patterning on the bottom. It's like 6 rows of seed stitch, and I'm like, I don't really know if I want to do seed stitch. So I was thinking, I'm like, oh, I could do like a lace motif. Like that could be really cute. Like do a cute little lace motif moment. But now that I think about it, I'm like, oh, lace probably takes a lot of yarn to knit. Really have that much yarn. Maybe I'll just do garter and do like, maybe I'll split it in half and do like a split hem garter. That could be cute. Ooh, split hem garter. Yeah, so I don't have to do any purling in the round. I could just be knitting flat back and forth. I am knitting the body of this on a US 9, and I knit the ribbing on a US 10.5. So yeah, so really big poncho. It's meant to be like opened up this way. So I have to weave my ends in the opposite way. Be opened up this way, and then it's like big shoulders. Yeah, but I'm knitting it for my mom. My mom doesn't watch these videos, so I don't really care about showing it. I'm in the last, so I did like, the first half of the increases are every other row, but now I'm in like a smaller increase moment, which would not be hard. Like I just need to pick it up. Maybe I'll bring this to D&D, because this is a lot less thinking, because it'll be like a few rounds of straight knitting and then an increase row where you have to think for a sec, and then my water just fell over. So I might bring this to D&D tonight. Thinking about it now, it's a lot less. I could probably like D&D and knit at the same time with this. So yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do today. Probably I'll just like knit on it for a bit and see how far I can get. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else I have to do today. I should probably do some of my laundry. Okay, never mind. Stay hydrated, folks. Okay, and my last whip that I have currently on the needles is my sockies. So I have both of my socks. I'm knitting them 2 at a time. My February and my March Troop 2320 yarns. I have them in these Delicue cubes. Here they are. Look at them, they're so cute. So this is February, this is Mardi Gras, and this is March. This is Icebreaker. Yep, I have done very little sock knitting recently. Socks just aren't something that I've been wanting to knit on, so I just haven't been. I maybe will knit like 10 rows every week. And like, here's the thing, I do want a pair of socks out of like all of this, but I'm like contemplating how I want to do these socks. Like, I'm like, do I want to be knitting just like, I think I'm just gonna knit these 2 as tubes, but do I want to knit them as tubes? And then I'm thinking about like how I want the toes to be. Like, here's the thing, I don't remember how I did these toes. It's been so long, I don't remember how I did these toes. I'll look at that later and try to figure that out. But oh, that's so funny. I am knitting these on a US 1. I have 64 stitches on each sock. Basic stockinette socks. So yeah, I'm not sure. So if I do knit a tube, do I want to, I think I'll just knit a tube until I have like the same amount of yarn that I have left for this one, which I think I have like, I think this is like 40 grams or something. Until I have like 40 grams of each sock, and then stop I think I might do the ribbing then. No, I'll probably just stop. And then I will, like, knit 2 different toes again, cut the yarn, Kitchener stitch the toes to, like, the new bottoms, and then, yeah, I think that's what my plan is going to be. Like, just knit 2 toes entirely different, because I don't want the toes to be, like, too weird, you know? Let me know if you guys have any thoughts. So, yeah. That's exciting. So, plus with it being, like, this way, I think I'd be able to knit a little bit longer socks, because I'm going to be doing a cut-in toe. So, yeah. Cool. Okay, so that is all for my whips. Let me get into some acquisitions. I don't have many acquisitions, but I have a few. First, obviously I have the April socks April kit for the Troop 2320 yarn. This is Red Winged Blackbird. So they are one of the only birds to use the Mississippi River as like a migrating highway, kind of like using that as their guide for when they migrate. Really awesome bright reds. Yeah, I need to figure out what pair of socks I'm gonna knit with these. I have yet to knit the Hermione everyday socks, so I think I might do that. I really love like the solid, like I can already tell like these solids are gonna stripe really nicely, and then the variegated section is gonna really play nicely too. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm really loving having just a bunch of sock sets, because then now I don't feel like overwhelmed. Plus, I mean, I can always, like, if it comes to it, I can always just take the minis out and just use the full skeins for like a shawl or like a hat or something. Like, I don't need to use it as a pair of socks. But yeah, for now I'm wanting a pair of socks out of all of them. So yeah. Okay, so the next thing I have, the Yarnery, the Cursed Yarnery. I love them. They were doing a spring cleaning sale, because I have some yarn that they hold that's being like discontinued, I think. So they were holding a sale on some of their yarn, and they carry Brooklyn Tweed. They're my Brooklyn Tweed supplier, and it's really bad that they're so close to me. It's like a 5-10 minute walk. I've done it, super fun. But last year, 2 years ago, I knit the Me Oh My tee by Park Williams out of Dapple, which is a wool cotton blend. Sadly, Dapple is one of the yarns that is on, sadly, it was on sale for like very cheap. So I bought 4 skeins of Dapple. This is the colorway Canopy. Oh my gosh, my nose. Colorway Canopy. You can see that these two are very different than these two, and especially this one is kind of different. But I think they'll all fade nicely together. My plan for these is, with acquisitions, I'm just going to talk about what I'm going to knit with this. I'm going to be planning on knitting the Friday Summer Tank by Haggerty. Do it as like a fade, like a little fade moment. Having this like paler color at the top, have a transitional, because there's some like paler moments that are similar, and then the dark, and like have it fade that way. I think that'll be really nice. I won't have to do much alternating, but yeah. So I'm really excited about that. So the Friday Summer Tank by Haggerty is what I'm going to be knitting with these. he also started a test knit for a new pattern of his. And I think I know what yarn, if I get selected to test, I'll pick for that. I think I know what yarn I'm going to pick for that, which will be really exciting. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. What else? And then let me show you the skein of yarn that I purchased for the knit along prize. I think last year one of the knit along prizes was a Socktail kit from Muse 2320. I think both of them were Socktail kits. And this year again, it is another Socktail kit. It's one of the newer ones. This is neon yellow. This is French 75. Based off of a French 75, obviously. And the little charm says "Drink Me" on it. Yeah. Bright neon yellow sock moment. And then also, I'm going to throw this in as an option, but also if people want a different Socktail, go ahead and check out Muse's website. Check out her Instagram mostly and be like, oh, do you still have Grasshopper in stock? Do you still have White Russian in stock? Like, check with me if you want, if you end up winning, if you don't want one of these. This is Negroni Spagliato with Prosecco. And then French 75. So these are like the two options that I currently own that I'm willing to send off. But if you're wanting a different Socktail, let me know, and I can get that for you. Yeah. But that'll all happen in July, so there's plenty of time. There's probably will be plenty of new Socktails coming this summer, which is super exciting. Sarah's always so freaking busy. We'll see how she does. So I don't want to put any pressure on her. If she doesn't have any of the Socktails, I'll let you know and be like, sorry, she doesn't have that yet. Is there something else that I can get for you? So I'm trying to be very accommodating for people, what they want, what they would knit with. So yeah. Last section, featured cast-ons. I already talked about the Friday tank, but I also want to talk about another tank top, and I'm going to show off the yarns that I have set aside for that. So if you do not know, and if you're under a rock, which is weird because you should get off that rock and get knitting, probably most of you already watch Nicole of Professor Pearl, but she is doing a tank along this summer, her summer, so through the end of July. So starting May 1st through the end of July, she is hosting a tank top knit along. So obviously I'm knitting the summer tank for that knit along. Then I'm also diving into my scraps, both like Muse scraps and like non-Muse fingering weight scraps that I have. I would take this bag out and show you everything, but actually I'll just throw the photo that I have on the project page right now here. I am going to be knitting the Parachutey by Stephen West. In this bag, I have all of my like mini skeins. But I'm going to be knitting the Parachutey by Stephen West, which is a big, oversized tank layer piece. Planning on making it super colorful, using up some scraps, doing the fun stuff. Yeah. So that's that. That's pretty much it. Yeah, you see all the colors that I have to work with. So I'm like super like overwhelmed by it. Like I'm like, don't want to start it because I don't want to start it wrong and be like stuck halfway through, but whatever. Okay. And the last thing that I'm gonna knit on eventually, I don't know when, but hopefully soon. This is Noro Inca, I believe. I used this yarn on my bulky sweater that I made by Park Williams last year. I don't remember what it was called. I don't remember. But it's that cropped long sleeve bulky sweater that I made. But I have this, and then I have these two like minis that are pretty much like the exact same like fade sequence. But I am going to be making a gnome, the Never Not Gnoming gnome by Sarah Sandrich. She's Imagined Landscapes on Instagram and Ravelry. But I'm going to be making a little like faded bulk, like not the fingering weight version of a gnome. This is a DK weight yarn, so that gives you the answer of like what weight of gnome I'll be knitting. Yeah, I'm excited about that. I currently have it in my sock sack bag, but there, well. So that's that. I'm going to be knitting a little gnome. I also purchased her mystery gnome pattern, so I'll be doing that as well this year. I'm probably going to use just some scraps. Sarah at Muse has some mini skein collections for her mystery knit along if you wanted to do that, if you wanted to purchase some amazing mini skeins from Sarah with her pre-made collections. That would be cool too. Her colors are really pretty. Okay, I'm back. I was starting to warm up a lot under that sweater, so I decided to take it off. So that is it for all the yarn content. If you guys don't want to stick around and chat a little bit about what's going on in my life this summer, that's totally fine. See you all next time. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with your knitting friends. Let me know in the comments below what you were knitting on while watching, what you were having to drink, what your plans are for the weekend. Yeah, keep me updated. Yeah. So, what is happening in my life? This weekend, I already said I have my final choir concert with the community choir that I'm singing in. I have a cute little solo in the beginning of the concert, so that's super exciting. And yeah, I'm excited to be done with the group. Oh my goodness. So I'm really excited to be done singing with the group this year, that I sung with the group this year. It was super fun to do right after college, and I found that really helped me build some musicality, even just like once a week, but just with the schedule of it, and with how I'm like living my life currently, it's not something I don't think I'll be able to do next fall, which sucks, but hopefully I can find some other outlet to do music after the summer. So that'll be an interesting journey. Marching band has been starting up. We have our first official rehearsal in like 2 weeks, which is super fun. And yeah, we've had a few preseason rehearsals and introduced some new students to the activity, which has been really fun to see. We have potentially like, I think like 8 to 10 new students, which is kind of crazy, and kind of already overwhelming with the amount of like returning people we have from last year. So that's, yeah, I'm really interested to see how it goes, and how we decide to move around things. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm excited for the year. I'm a little bit nervous because of how many people we might be teaching, me and my friend Grace. But I'm excited for the challenge this summer. So also this summer, I did officially get the go-ahead. We had our first production meeting. I have yet to sign a contract, so I'm waiting to like actually do stuff for the production that I'm in until I sign a contract. I'm not gonna be writing the auditions choreography until after I get my contract and I sign it. That's just not something I'm gonna do. So yeah, I accepted a job as the choreographer for Legally Blonde with a community theater that is starting up in Burnsville, Minnesota, which is like 20 minutes south of me. So I'll be doing that Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 6 to 9, and then Tuesday, Thursday from 5 to 9. Oh my goodness. Tuesday, Thursday nights, I'll be doing marching band. So that's like kind of crazy. Like my evenings are already blocked off during the week. And then I'll be working Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday probably. Morning, afternoons. So yeah. That's like, yeah, it's crazy. My summer is gonna be really packed. I'm really excited for it. But like I'm kind of nervous too. But you know, I'll get through it. And I couldn't be more excited to be busy this summer. So what else is happening in my life? Not much. 2 weeks from now, the 18th, I'll be working for Caribou Coffee for a year. So that's super exciting. I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, I've never had a job for more than 1 year. But I'm like, actually, yeah, I have. I've had a couple jobs for more than a year. I've been working with the marching band for 4 years. I've been helping out with technical stuff at my high school for like 6 years, 6 or 8 years, which is like kind of crazy to think about too. And then, yeah, like, I'm like, oh, I've never had a job. I've never had like a consistent, like, full year job for more than a year. So there's that. So this is like a weird feeling for me right now. I'm really excited for it. Yeah, I'm excited. Oh, for the month of May, I was given Employee of the Month, which was super exciting, a super fun message to get the other day from my boss. I'm Employee of the Month, which is super cool. Yeah, it's crazy. It's been busy. I haven't been reading a lot of anything. Been watching like a bunch of stuff that I can't really like get into because I put it on in the back as like background noise. Yeah, been doing a lot of cooking. There is a few things that I want to do. I want to get a knitting related tattoo, but I'm not sure exactly where. I am in this Discord chat with Maria of Knitting in the Dark, the Knitting in the Dark podcast. She's like the main admin for the Discord. But there's a channel in the Discord for like tattoo talk, and people are like showing pictures of tattoos they're getting. I was scrolling on TikTok and got a TikTok that was like minimalist tattoos, and one of like the pictures that was drawn was like of plants in jars, like little like flowers and like and stuff in like little jars. I like screenshot it and I sent it to that channel, and I was like, imagine like jarred yarn, like a hank of yarn, a cake of yarn, a ball of yarn in like jars. And somebody in the Discord is like an artist, in that Discord is like an artist, an aspiring tattoo artist, and like just like sketched some up real quick and like sent it in the group chat. I was like, those are amazing. Is it okay if I get one of those in my body? She said, yeah, of course. I want to be a tattoo artist. Like, go for it. Live your dream. So, I recently, talking to one of my coworkers who prompted me with a similar idea that I also prompted her. I haven't gotten a response back yet, which is fine. Totally fine. But an hourglass that's like tilted. So like imagine it like on your forearm. So like you'll have an hourglass, and at the top of the hourglass will be like a ball or a cake of yarn, and the yarn is like going down the hourglass, and at the bottom of the hourglass you have like a project. So you'll have like a sweater or like socks or like a hat or like a blanket that's like being worked on, and like, ooh, right there would be really pretty. Ooh, okay. I think I know where I would want it then, like on my arm. Or would I want it like on my more, so here would be the idea. Would you do it on the full underside of your forearm, or would you do it off slightly so it like bleeds over onto your wrists as well? Oh, because then also what you could do is you could like incorporate like a ruler into it too. Ooh. Or do I just want to get like a big jar of yarn? No, but I sent those jars of yarn to my Muse group chat with the owner and one of the other like main workers there, and I was like, oh my gosh, this would be so cute. We should all get these. And like they're all like different like workups of yarn. I just thought of like the way that we could like determine who gets what one, and I just decided that I get the cake of yarn, but that's because I get the cake of yarn. That's kind of funny. Okay, it's like, oh, we should all get the tattoo designs are like 2 or 3 inches, so they're not that big, but like the fact of getting a big piece and being able to put detail in it, like being able to like pick a sweater or like a project to go like on my arm forever, like I honestly would probably just do like a simple Raglan, like a Raglan sweater that's like half done. Like I'm thinking like the body's done, one sleeve is on hold, and the other sleeve is like being worked on. That would be really cute. Because like here's the thing too, is like if I prompted a tattoo artist with that, I would want to make sure that they know like how sweater knitting happened. Like I want to make sure that they know what they're doing. I don't want to just like be like, this is what I want. Like I want to confidently be like, oh, they know how to knit. They know like the anatomy of like a sweater, of a sock, or like a finished sock, like a half finished, like a heel turn or something in a sock. Like that would be cute. So many ideas now. Let me know in the comments below if you have any knitting related tattoos. I know Maddie from We Share Needles has a ruler on her finger, and I really want that. I have a tattoo shop that's literally a walk down the street, but apparently they don't do hand tattoos. Oh my goodness. I had a coworker of mine try to go and get like ivories on her fingers, on her hands, and they wouldn't give her a hand tattoo. So yeah, that's what I kind of want to get a ruler on my finger. That would be fun. But like I'm also like, where would I get it? Because I'm like, where I like the idea of having it like on like this part of my forearm, so like I could see it while I'm knitting full view. So like if I'm like standing like this, it's like right there, like you can see it fully, and there's no need for me to be like, this is my tattoo, but it's like here. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Yeah, let me know in the comments below. Do you have a knitting related tattoo? Do you only do like fully commit to a tattoo if it has like a deep meaning for you? Are you somebody who just like inks up your body because you can? I have a friend who goes to the tattoo shop that's right down the street from me, and will get like a little tattoo on her arm, which is totally fine. And she'll like travel places and get tattoos from that place, which I love. And like, if I had already started that, I definitely would, but like this arm already has some meaningful stuff on it. This arm has something that's meaningful on it. My foot does, my back does. I don't know if I want to tattoo my legs. I want to add more to my back tattoo too, but I don't know what I would want to do. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about tattoos and piercings and stuff. I got a new nose piercing. Piercings shop just opened up really close to me. And I went on their like soft open and I got my nose piercing changed. And I really love it. I'm gonna go back and get something else pierced. I'm thinking maybe my ears, or like thinking maybe like the top of my ear. Maybe my nipple. I'm not gonna put that in. So, that is pretty much it. That's gonna be it. I'm gonna be done. I need to at least put these videos in iMovie so I can potentially start putting them together today and get it uploaded today. That would be really awesome. We'll see. We'll see when I put this out. Sometimes I'll record and I'll let it sit on my laptop for 2 or 3 days. So we'll see how fast I can get this out. Again, thank you all so much for watching. It was a pleasure sharing my knits with you and having you join me in my little apartment in my rocking chair. Please let me know in the comments below what you were working on, what you were drinking, snacking on, any tattoo ideas or recommendations you have. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell icon to get notified every time I subscribe, every time I upload a video. I usually try to upload a podcast once a month. Maybe I'll try to start to do like a little like adventure blogs. Shepherd's Harvest is a knitting event happening next week. Next week? Yeah, that's next week. So I think I'll be doing that with some friend. I'll be going there one day with some friends, so I might shoot some photos of that and put that. I'll probably honestly just put it in like the beginning of a vlog or of a podcast, I'll put it in the beginning of June's podcast. So that'll be exciting. Trying to think if there's any other knitting events that are happening soon. Not that I can think of. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching again. It's been a pleasure, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye guys.